know my. That's why they call it trampoline. Trampoline, back on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man? With my name in your mouth. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
I'm the big homie now. Don't forget that. I'm the big homie now. I got my spawn, Louis Vuitton, truck in the front. What are you doing? I look so good. Don't call me She wanna this and I'm Buick. I pull it up. They wanna we gon' get. What are we doing? I got a crib. They gon' get to it. I got a to my family. Straight out of Clayco. Thought I was sweet, just like a Fago. But I had all on my payroll. Watch how I move, just like it rayon. 64 chain.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that part. And I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. There'll be a very long...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Prescott off play action, escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now Bernard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Is in. He gets the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, Get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They get it to him running left. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a handoff working right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Prescott rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Pass!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a carry for Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
A handoff to Mixon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. 94 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds Coleman. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. Flushed out right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Over!
It's Mixon on the counter, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Over! Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jkizi with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I'd go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 47. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game. Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right. It happens more often than you might think. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away. Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it? I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point. And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They come out here in the I. Here's a run with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, Barney!
He's going to get it running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the toss, Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now. Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. Caused all of that. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they take a knee. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Lashley. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they will take a knee here. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on Jkizi. We was on roll like tires. Where we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that.